Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Freddy. I love these guys. I love them. They are the most amazing characters to ever exist. Their designs and friendships are literally unmatched. Unmatched! They are from the video games Five Nights at Freddy's. Their games are so fun. Some of my favorite games I've ever played. I've beaten every single one of them. I even got the secret bite of 87 Easter egg where Freddy eats a big old burger. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. But the sad thing is, I just want them to exist in real life. I want them to be real. Oh my god! I just saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie and it was so good! This movie got everything right. Everything! I walked away so happy and overjoyed that this is real. That this actually exists. I don't think you guys understand. This movie is exactly what a Five Nights at Freddy's movie should be. Incredible performances, incredible set design, music, lighting, costumes, and oh my god, the gang! The gang is so beautiful! They're so tall and hefty, so big and strong. Freddy could pick me up and hold me as a little baby and just rock me back and forth until I fall asleep, all comfy and cozy. You see, this movie was in the making for 8 years. 8 years! You know how long I've been waiting for this movie? 8 years? They were in the studio crafting art, crafting magic, cooking up a storm, cooking up a 5-star dish. Thanks to Blumhouse and Uni, we now have the definitive best video game adaptation ever made. Ever made! Uncharted, more like Uncharted. Last of Us, more like the last time I'll ever watch you. Mario? Five Nights at Freddy's the movie is simply what happens when you make a movie for the fans. The die-hard fans like me and my friend Weston Corey. In fact, let me just let him give his takes on why this movie is so good. Get over here, Weston, you cutie patootie.
Nick, my first take, Bonnie is the best animatronic in the movie. So cute, so unproblematic, stays in their own lane. I just want to give them the biggest hug of all time. Second take, that fort scene is the best scene in any video game adaptation ever made. Mike and Abby actually have a good moment together, and the animatronics act like kids because they are kids, Nick! They are! I love that movie, Nick.
I love it too, buddy. And he's right. Everything he said is right. Bonnie is an absolute king and a half. I mean, look at him. I mean, really, look at him. Look at him. Are you looking at him? Are you looking at him? He's so cool. Everything about this movie is just so good. I mean, from the opening shot with the security guard in panic and fear, it was already giving me the chills. They knew how to make the best horror movie ever. This whole scene obviously calling back to the video game Five Nights at Freddy's, where you play a security guard trying to survive in a Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, when I saw this, I just knew this movie was in good hands. Oh, but it doesn't end there. It doesn't stop there. It gets even better. It gets even crazier because they put the FNAF security guard in a chair and put the Freddy mask on him. The mask of Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's from the popular video game Five Nights at Freddy's, created by Markiplier. This is one of the greatest intros I've seen for a movie all year. And then they decide to be all mature and elegant and classic and spend the next 30 minutes getting to know our main character, Michelle. Michelle is a deeply troubled character with dreams of walking through a forest. The movie really takes its time, allowing you to get to know Mitchell and his story with his sister, Abby. You really feel their connection as siblings and his struggle to have to take care of her alone. But then you got this bitch aunt coming along being like, I want your sister so I can have money from the government. Stay away from Abby. I hope you die. I hope you die. But poor Mitchell has nightmares every night about Forrest. It turns out his little brother was taken far, far away with a little plane. He'll never come back, Mitchell. Never. Eventually, Marshall talks to this guy right here who gets him a job. Gets him a job where, you ask? Where does he get him a job? Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. He gets a job at the most wondrous, bestest place ever as the security guard. And he gets to do it at night where no one can bother him. An absolute vibe. Oh my god, I would love that job. This part kind of takes its liberties and strays from the games a little. He doesn't keep watch and more just falls asleep every night and dreams of more Forrest. But it's okay, because it deepens our main character, makes him more realistic, and gets us, the audience, more invested in his emotional torture. It may be different from the games, but it's honestly genius. Eventually he goes to look around and he sees Bonnie! But I kind of get mad at this next part where they cut to a diner and then there's this annoying white dude that shows up on screen all smug. Who the heck are you? Get out of my face! You're ruining my movie! But the movie makes up for it by bringing in Vanessa, who introduces us to the whole gang. They sing and dance and go all crazy. Look at them move, look at them move. Foxy opens his mouth like ah rah 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 ah rah 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 ah rah rah rah. This movie just nails the adaptation of the FNAF gang from the video games right to the movie screen. But then here comes the hater McHaters, the haters trying to ruin everything. But don't worry, because the Freddy gang is gonna kill them all. They all die one by the cupcake in the closet, and then Foxy goes, "Wah!" And then this one girl gets bite of 87. Oh my god, it's so cool, it's so cool! It's so cool! It's so cool! Never mess with the Freddy crew. All the Freddy crew wants to do is make a fort and hang out and play kids games and dance and fall over. Look at them, they're so cute. They're so cute. Why would anyone ever want to hurt them? They're just kids. They're just kids. Anyone who wants to hurt these guys has to go through me. I seriously just can't express enough with mortal words just how good this movie is for me and the fans. The Easter eggs like the spaceship rocket ride being from the third game. If you'd beat it on super hard mode, you know what I'm talking about. Or this pipe being an Easter egg from Florida. I lived right by one of those things. This movie connects with me on a spiritual level. I mean, what about this one Denny Grand Slam Easter egg? I mean, come on. This movie is amazing. The beautiful story that showcases the parallels between Madison's younger kidnapped brother and his younger non-kidnapped sister, and how he wants to trade his sister for his brother to come back because he doesn't like her drawings. He hates her drawings so much that he literally wants to get rid of her. I mean, these drawings are kind of bad. I get it. I would also want to get rid of my sister and throw her away in a forest too. It's a brave, dark, crazy story I would never expect from Five Nights at Freddy's, but they did it. They really did it. The Nights at Five Freddy's movie is so good. My girlfriend literally had to take me to the hospital because I collapsed in the theater when I saw the spring trap scene. Oh my God, the spring trap scene. Let me tell you, when I say this man, Matthew Lillard, was born to play William Afton. I mean, from the moment he came out of the womb, his entire life, every step he took led him to this very role, embodying William Afton in all of his being, becoming the man we all fear. When he started getting spring trapped by the spring traps, I looked at God and thanked him for letting me live this long just to witness this live in a movie theater. This movie is just so good. It's a great use of an IP like Five Nights at Freddy's and a great use of time, money, and everything. It brings me and millions upon millions joy, and I'm just so grateful it exists. Without it, I might as well die. There's a lot of stupid people who really don't get this movie, like critics. Those stupid, dumb, ignorant, poopy-headed critics. They said that the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is bad. Well, listen here. This movie isn't for you. It's for us. You stupid critics just don't know how to have fun. You are always looking at movies as a test that needs to be scored. Well, listen here. I don't take tests. I watch fun movies like Five Nights at Freddy's. Unless you grew up playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Five Nights at Freddy's World, Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location, Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria, or Freddy in Space, I don't want to hear your opinion on this movie because it's simply wrong. You won't get what this movie means to us, and you should just shut your trap. This movie should be nominated for every award in the book. I mean, it's breaking box office records, and that means it's good. And critics are stupid.